My name is Anne and this is Toby, and welcome to a Tobyknits Podcast, episode 178. Well, have you all had a fabulous Christmas? I hope so. I have. If you're new here, welcome. I am British, although sometimes you wouldn't be able to tell. I moved here when I was 25. I now live in Canada and I'm 60 something. I am retired and living a crafty life. I knit, crochet, cross stitch, quilt, all the lovelies that we can get up to when we're retired or not. So yes, I have two sons. One lives close by with Tristan and Miss Evie, and the other one lives in Nova Scotia with the lovely Leo and the Miss Sunny. And they surprised the heck out of us 2 days before Christmas by showing up at 10 o'clock at night. We did not know they were coming. And, oh, thank you, darling. Oh, Bob just brought me a cup of tea. Say hello, Bob.
Hello, Bob. Happy New Year.
Okay, thanks, hon.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's hot. And yeah, so they surprised the heck out of us and showed up. So we've had the most wonderful Christmas, having both my sons, my grandbabies, my stepdaughter was here. Oh, it was just lovely. And yeah, and I got some wonderful gifts from them as well. So it's just the gift of having them here was the best one, but it's been great. I did not get a lot of crafting done, as you can imagine. It was just crazy busy here. We had people keep popping in to see them, and then of course the kettle gets put on. Well, my kettle broke, so Sean bought me a new one. So I'm all excited because it's a digital one, and it even does the different temperatures. So if I want a green tea, it only does it to 80 degrees versus my black tea, that's 100 degrees. So anyway, it's kind of cool. And it sings a little song when it's finished. So anyway, so that was fun. But yeah, we've had people popping in all the time, you know, so the kettle's been on, the cookies have come out, all the stuff I baked has been eaten. And yeah, it's just been fab and very noisy. Very noisy, but fun. And yeah, so they don't go till January the 3rd, so we will also have them for New Year's Eve. I think my other son is coming over, Andrew, and all his gang, and we're just gonna have finger foods, watch movies, and all that kind of jazz, and let in the new year together. So that'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun. So let's talk about what I did manage to finish over Christmas. I did manage to finish Ev's sweater. Here is a picture of Ev wearing it because obviously I had to give it to her. So it looks lovely on her. It's a bit big still, which is, I was kind of amazed because I made this the largest size of the baby book. So, but maybe it's baby and toddler really, I don't know. But that was from King Cole, the pattern, and yeah, it was fun to make, and I'm thrilled to bits it fits her. We just had to roll her cuffs up a little bit, but yeah, that was fun. And I also managed to finish Bob's stocking. Isn't it great? I love it. It turned out fabulous. Did we use it? No. I even put a little crochet tag thing on the end, look. But did we use it? No. Because there was just like so much going on. And I forgot to go and even get stocking stuffers for Bob. So we didn't use it. But it will go up next year. But I really like it. It turned out fabulous. And I love these hearts here, and I love the bells and the bows, I don't know what they are. They look like spades to me, but I don't know. I don't know what they are, but. And we did the afterthought heel, which I've never done a heel like this before. I loved the way you you knit in waist yarn and then slid back and then knit your regular row. And then it was super easy to unpick that waist yarn after you've picked up your stitches. So it really worked out great. And then I did this heel. And again, I've never done a heel like this where you're only decreasing, of course I did it on DPNs, you're only decreasing on the end of one needle all the way around. And then every other row is a knit. But I have never done it like this before. Yes, Leo.
No, Toby.
What would you like? Toby, no. Say Toby, no.
No, Toby. No, Toby.
No, Toby. What are you eating? Carrots. That's good. So, yeah, so I'm really pleased with how it turned out. It turned out really, really good. Oh, is one for me?
Or two of these.
Two of them. Can you shut the door, please? Thank you, Leo. Sorry about that. I got 2 carrots. Whether I wanted them or not, apparently. So, yeah, so this was a really interesting heel, and this is going to happen all the time now. No, here he is again. Are you letting him out? Let him out, Leo, let Toby out. Oh, it's off again. So I was really happy with that I got that finished. So, what did I work on through Advent? I worked on the country Christmas mitts, which were from the Bakery Bears. So I had got one done, and I actually got this one finished. Hang on a minute, I gotta let the dog out. Okay, go, Toby. I'm back. So I actually got one finished, which I was thrilled about. And this took me about 6 days, I think, to do. And I just wanted to get the one done. So, no. Okay, let him out. Can you hear him? But where is Toby? He just locked him in here. He's coming back now. Leo, can you please let Toby out? Okay. No, let him out, honey. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Nana's busy now. Oh.
Toby, no.
Toby, no. Leo, Nana is busy recording. Did you know that? Are you coming to give me a hug? Oh, thank you. Okay, off you go.
Leo, come on. Nana's trying to do a video.
And let Toby
Come on.
in.
No, don't let Toby in. Sorry. It's chaos here. So yeah, I got one done and I absolutely love it. It turned out really good. It's a beautiful fit. And I have got this far on the second mitt. I wasn't in a rush to finish it because there was so many other things to do, but now I want the other mitt. So I have just finished doing the second lot of popcorn. Then we do a bit more, I think, before plain rows, before we then fold this up to do the cuff. So really enjoyed that, and that's how far I've got with that. And then of course there were the Toff dolls I was working on, and I am obviously never got these finished. So I am at the moment starting the hair. I have started the hair for this girl, and I've done her pigtails already, or plaits or whatever I'm going to do. but this is the hair. I've never done hair like this before. No idea if I'm doing it right, but we'll see. And he will have just short hair. Yeah, so we'll just see what his looks like. But I do plan to finish these. And then there's a swan or a duck. That was what that weird big piece was. Obviously that's not finished, and that had lots of beads in it. I was actually working on that when the kids arrived, and you have to thread the beads onto the yarn before you can crochet them in, and I was doing that when they arrived. Well, then I think the beads went all over the place because it was like, ah! So they got put away, and I haven't touched it since. So I'm not even going to bother to touch it until they've left after the 3rd, so that can concentrate on putting the beads on the yarn, because it's just a fiddly thing to do. It's just fiddly. And
to WIT.
are you gonna give me a kiss? Okay, thank you.
No.
It goes on all the time, which is lovely. So those were what I was working on. And then on Christmas Eve, I did cast on the Snowflake Cowl by Ellie Jones of Craft House Magic. And this was her advent that I got, a 12-day advent. I've got my yarn all messed up here. Not that you're going to be able to really see much because I haven't got much done. But I have cast on, isn't that a lovely color? This was day 1's color. So I'm just going to follow the days. And this color was, these are 10-gram minis that I got. Winter Night Sky. So, I tell you, it was so quick winding these up on the ball winder. I was like, oh, it's done. Surprise myself. So, yeah, and I've got my little stitch marker to show that she put in her advent for us to show the beginning of the round. So that's what I cast on Christmas Eve. And that really was all I've done on this. I just wanted to cast it on, and I will explain to you what will be happening with my plans going forward, which I'll do now. So this year is going to be the year of the smalls, because as you know, I want to concentrate on my cross stitch this year, but I still want to knit. So I don't want giant big projects that are going to take me forever and feel like I'm not getting anywhere. I want small projects like mitts, cowls, socks, doll toys, maybe a baby sweater, something like that, something really small and doable. And I really had a lot of fun. I have a lot of whips again. And some of them are just going to stay whips. All the blankets from last year that I didn't really work on, they're just going to stay there because I have no intention of working on them this year. But what I do want to work on is I have a list of 6 projects that I am wanting to work on currently this month. And I'm going to follow the Gideon method, which is what I did at the start of last year and really got progress and really enjoyed it. If you don't know what the Gideon method is, you pick 6 projects and you put them in the list and you number them 1 to 6. Then you decide how many hours you want to spend knitting these items. Last year I did 12 hours per item and decided I didn't, that was almost too much as well. But because I've got 6 items, I thought I would do 6 hours. So the plan is that I will pick up and whatever is number 1. So I wrote these down, but this is not the order that they're going to be. My monthly socks. So my monthly socks, each month, as you know, I am doing the sock along with Soxy Nana Alice, and my pink bathtub, Diane. And we're going to make a pair of socks a month. And if you can see over there, I have wrapped up, here's a picture, all my socks in a blue bag, sock yarn. And I have done 9 because, 11, because this one is 12. So this will be the first pair of socks I'm going to work on in January. And I've only got this done of one sock. So obviously I need to finish this one and to do the second sock. And this is Knit Picks yarn. I think it's called Static, and the colorway is Cabot Cove. So, and it's a self-striping, and you get this lovely, lovely pattern. Sunny, God, I keep getting all the kids' names wrong. I go through all of them before I get to the right one. Sometimes I just look at them and say, what's your name again? Because I keep getting them wrong. So yeah, this will be my one. So say, for example, this was number 1. I would spend 6 hours working on this. I just set the timer on my phone and I knit for 6 hours. Could be 1 hour one day. It could be 3 hours the next. It could be 2 hours every night till I reach 6 hours. Then regardless of whether it's finished or not, I put it down, get the second thing on the list. Second thing on the list at the minute is the Snowflake Cowl. So I work for 6 hours on the Snowflake Cowl. When those 6 hours are done, whether it takes me a week to do 6 hours because we're busy, or it takes me 2 nights to do it, after 6 hours, it gets put away. The next thing on the list is my snow gnome. Now I'm going to be doing this one. I want to do the white one, and this is going to be my New Year's Eve cast on. And these are the colors I have chosen for my gnome. Obviously it's a snowman, it's no gnome, so it's going to be white. This will be its hat, its scarf. This is the hat, obviously, and this will be his nose. I don't think we need a lot for the nose, but that's the colors that I am going to do this gnome. I am also going to do the other gnome at some point, but these are the colors I will be doing the gnome in. So those have to be wound up and ready for New Year's Eve. So that will be my news. So the gnome will be in this mix. Then it's the temperature blanket. No, I'm not doing blankets in. Temperature dishcloth. So I have got my yarn for the temperature dishcloth. And this is put on by the kitchen sink. And there's 12 colors altogether. Your summer colors, spring, summer, or whatever. And then these are the cool temperature colors. And I have to allocate, which I haven't done yet, what color I want for what temperature. And I think it's a 5-degree range. So if it's like -4, then it might be the gray. If it was -18, it's probably this blue. And so each day you look at what the temperature is, or you can do it like I'll look at the temperature on Monday, but I won't start knitting it till Tuesday. So I can find out at the end of Monday what the temperature was that day. And then the next day I will knit it. Or I might do it that Monday, the 1st, whatever the 1st is, that I will look and see what the day before's temperature was and start with that. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. But every day you do 2 rows. And they're rows because it's a thingy. So like that's not hard. So I think that will be fabulous. So that's going to be one that I work on. Although I don't know if I'll put that in the Gideon method. I might end up just doing that as 2 rows a day. I think I will. So that won't go in my list. But anyway, then I want to finish the Toff toys and get these done. So those will be in a rotation. And then finally, of course, my mittens. So those are the 6 items I want to work on throughout January. We're only talking January. And hopefully I'll get 1 or 2 or 3 finished So then next month I have new projects, new small projects to work on to give me joy. So that's what I want to do. I'm also going to bring the podcast on Mondays down to twice a month. So I have more time to work on stuff and show you stuff. And they will be the first and third Monday of the month. So obviously this is the 30th. So your next one will be January, whatever it is, in 2 weeks. So that you will get this one. Don't forget, Wednesdays I have Flosstube and Fridays I have quilting. So you have to stay tuned. Okay, I'll tell you what the quilting one's going to be. In fact, I'll tell you what they're all going to be. Why not? I have a list. So what I'm going to do, would you like my notebook I'm using? This is made for me by my lovely friend Sue. And I told her I was going to use it January 1st for this whole year. So my schedule for 2025, and I will leave this in this show notes below so you know for sure, and maybe in the community tab, is knitting and crochet will be the first and third Mondays of the month. Flosstube every Wednesday. Quilting Fun is once a month, and that will only be the third Friday of the month. And I'm going to do a live every month on the last Saturday. I haven't decided the time yet. Pop a note below what you think is a good time for a live on a Saturday. But because it'll be recorded, you can always watch it later. But if you want to be on live, and there will be giveaways during the live. And yeah, so I'm going to do a live once a month. And I don't know if I'll be stitching or knitting or crocheting or what I will be doing on that live. But you'll find out when you join it. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what the schedule is going to look like going forward for next year. And here is something that I got from one of my sons. Got this from Andrew. So excited. Gnomes of Grimblewood. I am so excited for this. And I looked through it. It's a beautiful book. I looked through it. I mean, holy moly. Look at that. Look at the beard. And there are so many. In fact, I think there's every single one I want to make, but I'll show you the first one I want to make. I mean, look at these guys. And the nice thing about this book is it tells you how to do it in DK and in fingering weight. So this is the fingering weight and that's the DK. So you can have them really big for the kids and little for me, if I want to knit them twice, of course. But I love them. But I'll show you the one I want to make first. I love this. Oh, look at this guy. He's got his hands in his pockets, in his beard. How cute is that? Okay, I'm still haven't found the one I want to do first. Hang on. I'm getting there. And this one, look at this one with the hat. That's a bit like this guy here. This is Nellie. That was my one and only gnome I've knit. And I loved knitting her. She was a lot of fun. And it's by the same designer as this. Oh, here it is. This is the one I want to start first. Oh my gosh. Isn't it cute? I love that one. What's the other ones? There's so many in here. This is Noddy. And I like that one because he has little ear flaps. And then this is Noodles, which I think is the smallest one. And oh, this book smells so lovely. But look at them all. Look at them all. So I'm super thrilled with him for getting that for me. And of course, I've got all that lovely Nomi yarn there. So I'm going to be able to make lots and lots. So yeah, that's all I have to tell you knitting and crochet wise. I will be back on Wednesday, New Year's Day, to give you the rundown of my Flosstube and how that's going to work. Oh my gosh. You wait till you hear about that one. That's going to be amazing. But yeah, so I am going to be using the Gideon method to work 6 projects every month and get things finished and do all little small projects. So if you have any great ideas for some small projects I can make, drop it in the link below and let me know. And tell me what you're working on. Anyway, I'm going to go finish this tea, clean this mess up in here, and go see what those noisy lots doing out there. I hope you have a fabulous New Year's Eve, and I'll see you New Year's Day for a Flosstube. Okay, bye.
That's okay.